Hey guys, it's Carl Brown for GuitarLessons365.com. We're going to do the solo to Fragile today. We took a look at all the chords and the rhythms in the last lesson. So now we're going to do Sting's a really killer solo. So the entire time though, I'm just showing you a little bit about this technique I'm using. It's called a rest stroke. Now I have a nylon string guitar. You can choose to use a rest stroke or just a regular, just a normal finger style, what's called a free stroke. But basically what a rest stroke is the string that you're going to be picking, you pick it and then you let your finger rest into the next string. So just between your index and middle finger, you see how it's coming to rest on the string right above it. Now by doing that, it really makes sure you push the string downwards is what it does, and it gives you a really big, fat, warm sound. Used a lot in like flamenco music and stuff. So yeah, I'm sure you've heard the sound before, but if you want it to sound like Sting is, you want to do a rest stroke. Alright, so you can practice that and then we'll get the notes underneath our fingers. We're going to start here kind of like the intro of the song. Alright, so that's the 5th fret on the B, and then the pull off from 7 to 5 on the high E string and picking the 7 again. Now I have a longer phrase. Alright, so that's the 5th fret again on the B, and then pull off again from 7 to 5. Then shift up to the 7th fret, 7, 8, 10. Then 7, and then it slides down to 5. You barely hear that slide though. Next phrase. So that's just between the 5, 7, and 8 on the B string. So it's 8, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, and resolve down to 5. So you hear a lot of dynamics. Sometimes he's playing the notes really lightly, and sometimes he's really digging in. You can hear the guitar, the string kind of pop against the fret. Alright, now we have a longer run. Sounds like this. It's really nice. So we have 5, 7, 8 on the B, 5, 7, 8 on the high E. Shift up to the 10th fret with your little finger. Then 7, 8 on the high E. Ten on the B, 7 on the high E, then back to 8 on the B, then to 10. Pick it a couple times and slide it into the 12th fret. You're gonna let that ring and just kind of hit it a couple times. So we have that whole run. Some nice vibrato in there. Next phrase. So that's that. You kind of play that 12th fret a couple times and come up and play it with your first finger. Then roll over to the 12th fret on the high E string. Then 14, 15, back to 14 and 12. Alright, now picking a little bit closer to the neck of the fretboard also gives it that kind of warmer sound. Next phrase. So that's 14, 15, 14, 12, 11. Then pull off 12 to 11 and 12 a few times. Now this is when the whole chord progression starts over. Let me play what we have so far. So when the progression starts over, you gotta wait till beat 3. It's like 1, 2. So this next phrase, it started on beat 3, just so you'll know where it is. So that's pulling off 7 to 5 on the high E, and then 8. And then quick little 2-note 5 on the high E to 8 on the B. Then we have a 7-5-7 on the B, then 8-5-7 on the high E. So it's like kind of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then 8-7-5 on the B, another little group of 3. So we have this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then come back up with that 5-7-8. Up to 10 a couple times. That's kind of not in a straight group of 3. And then we have this. Alright, so that's another little roll here. You're going to start at the 9th fret on the B, to the 9 on the G, 12 on the G, 11 on the G. Now you got that 11 now. Now get ready, we're going to pick that note, hammer on 12, pull back off to 11, and pull off to 9. So it's this little 4-note phrase there. Alright, next phrase. Alright, so we got some octaves there. We have the 9th fret on the G. So we're kind of doing that, but up here, 9th fret on the G, pulling off 12 to 10 on the B. Back to that 12 to 13 a couple of times, and now you're going to grab the octave of that C that you got there. So it's a C here, 10th fret on the B of the D string, and you're going to pick it a couple times, slide the whole octave now down to the 9th fret. This stays with it too. Down to 7, 5, and down to 4. So it's important to be real delicate with it too. And then we have the ending phrase. And then the chorus comes back in. So that's just 5 on the B, 7-5 on the high E, 8-5, then 7-8 3 times, and then 7-5. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. It is a beautiful song, so it's really fun to play. I'll see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.